Public Radio. We now take you to a Yellow Jacket sports broadcast.
Yellow Jacket sports broadcasts on 91.3 KUWS are made possible in part by National Bank of Commerce, Hovland Incorporated, Synovus Energy, Barker's Island Inn, Superior Choice Credit Union, Superior Water Light and Power, 7 West Tap House, Arrowhead Printing, Burnix, Bill's Distributing, Boulder Tap House, DSC Communications, Dodgy's East End Tavern, the Holden Insurance Agency, Ken Mertz and Mertz Rookie Insurance, Keyport Liquor, Max Sport and Marine, Northwest Outlet, Perkins Restaurant and Bakery, the Pink Wealth Management Group, Screen Graphics Uniform Connection, Super One
25 seconds.
Hands, and the UW Superior Alumni and Friends Foundation. Sports broadcasts on KUWS are a joint service of the University of Wisconsin-Superior and Wisconsin Public Radio. Stay tuned for the pregame show. This is Yellow Jacket Sports on 91.3 KUWS.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Yellow Jacket Men's Soccer, brought to you by 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network, as we jump into the pregame show, sponsored by National Bank of Commerce. This is Matt Johnson coming to you live from Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium here on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Superior, where the Yellow Jacket men taking on Bethany Lutheran in the battle of the top two teams in the Upper Midwest Athletic Conference standings here in 2024. The Yellow Jackets coming into this contest against Bethany Lutheran sitting at 10-3-2 overall, a perfect 9-0-0 in the UMAC under Joe Mooney in his 17th season, 221 wins, 98 losses, and 27 draws for Coach Mooney in his Yellow Jacket coaching career. UWS coming off of an impressive outing last time out as they shut out Northwestern here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium by the final score of 6-0. That game was played on Wednesday afternoon, and it was a game that was seen on Yellow Jacket TV. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets jumped out to a 5-goal lead in the opening half and cruised in the second half while picking up their 9th straight UMAC Conference win here in 2024. The Yellow Jackets got the scoring started early against Northwestern when Jake Kidd scored the first of his 3 goals on the game, off assists from Josh Bellamy and Freddie Watson at 2:30 to make it a quick Yellow Jackets lead of 1-0. Watson added UWS's second goal 6:53 later, converting off a feed from Felipe Oliveira before Kidd added additional tallies at 16:48 from Bellamy and at 24:30 to give UWS a 4-0 lead. Nikolai Stoker added the Yellow Jackets' 5th goal in the opening 45 minutes at 40:24, off assists from Orlando Fertelman and Kyle Massingham to give the Yellow Jackets a 5-0 lead at the break. From there, Zach Tiemeyer netted his 3rd goal of the season at 50:44 from Watson to make it a 6-0 final. For the game, UWS held a 27-5 edge in total shots, which included an 18-3 advantage in shots on goal. Alex Paredes and Carter Lansdale split time and goal for the Yellow Jackets, making combined 3 saves to get the shutout. The clean sheet, by the way, was the Yellow Jackets' 10th so far here of the season. Meanwhile, Bethany Lutheran comes into this contest at 8-5-2 overall, 7-1-1 in the UMAC under Derek Lingholm, who is in his 6th season at the helm of the Bethany Lutheran program. They are currently on a 5-game winning streak, including posting a 5-0 shutout of Martin Luther on Wednesday in New Ulm, Minnesota. In that contest, the Vikings scored 3 times in the first half and added 2 more in the second half to pick up the win. Daniel Almeida got the scoring started early for the Vikings at 7:53 of the opening half before Guillermo Gancho netted the first of 2 goals at the day at 10:52 to make it a 2-0 Bethany Lutheran lead. Heis Van Eldik then added another at 21:02 to give the Vikings a 3-0 lead that would carry over into the intermission. Gancho then followed up by netting his 2nd goal of the contest at 71:22 before Jack Middleman finished out the scoring with a tally at 83-16. For the game, the Vikings held a 33-2 edge in total shots, including a 14-1 edge in shots on goal. Nick Lundberg went all the way in goal for Bethany Lutheran. He made 1 save to post the shutout. So that's the story between these 2 teams and where the 2 teams sit heading into this UMAC Conference showdown between the Yellow Jackets and Bethany Lutheran here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. And with that being the case, we'll take our first break of the pregame show sponsored by National Bank of Commerce and come back with more right after this, including a conversation with Yellow Jacket head coach Joe Mooney. That's coming up right after this. This is Yellow Jacket Men's Soccer on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network. really settled in to playing on the new surface? I mean, we talked about playing on different surfaces, grass, and the differences between grass and turf, but it seems like you guys are really settling in on this turf, learning how this turf plays, and then really turning it to your advantage here just 2 games in.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Obviously, yeah, it's good to be home, and again, a lot of credit to all the folks that made this happen. Our guys love the surface. You can tell. Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 very good games. I think we're at the point of the season right now where you have to be playing your best soccer, and I think we are. And again, you turn to last Saturday and new coaching staff there, and I think Blake's done a good job already with the squad there. There's a very bright future, and they're a tough team to get on top of, and we were able to do that in the first half, obviously, and then you look at Wednesday's game, and again, the regard that I have for Coach Greg Wheaton there, and how well coached that team is, and again to jump off to a good start against a team like that, I just think it says something about the way that we're playing right now, because they always make it really tough on us. It was a 1-0 game down at their place, and I felt like they had chances, and so to be able to get on the score sheet early a couple times, it was really big for us, and I think playing at home has got an element there for us, but I also think there's some credit due to the guys that have really put the work into the mid-season here to come out kind of firing the way we have the last couple games.
It seems like you guys have really found kind of the timing and the chemistry right on a lot of these situations too. I mean, one of the things I noticed against Northwestern was, most of the runs were pretty much perfectly timed, and the balls through were right on the money. And that's something that takes some time, doesn't it? Because in the beginning of the year, of course, you're trying to get to that point where the timing is right, the runs are being made at the right times, and guys are moving correctly. But it took some time, didn't it, before that all came together? And now you guys are seemingly on a well-oiled machine run here.
Yeah, Matt, I'm laughing because if you would have seen our training session on Tuesday, you would not have said the same. we were struggling. We were struggling with the timing. We were struggling with the finishing, all that. And I think it says something else about this squad. Like, it wasn't for lack of effort. It just, at times I think we're almost kind of overthinking it. But there's something about game day that I feel like our guys really switch on. And there's something that they've been really intentional with how they set their mindsets, and some of the mental work that they've done, and leadership. I mean, when you've got the quality that you have in your seniors, in your captains, in the assistant coaching staff that has formed an incredible relationship with these guys, all that I think shows through on game day when guys come out with confidence, with purpose, and really just kind of like they just kind of have that it factor to get it done on game day. I think what you're seeing is character and leadership.
And really nice to see Jake Kidd get a hat trick. A little bit of a slow start this year for Kidd. Guy came in, I think he expected a lot of himself this year. 13 goals coming off of last year, 4 assists, led you guys in goal scoring last year. Came in this year, I think the expectations for himself, that he put on himself, I should say, were probably pretty high. He was a little bit snake bit at the beginning of the year, but boy, he's really turned it on now. And next thing you know, now he's got 10 goals on the season.
Yeah, Matt. I mean, we were talking about that before we got on air here. That you look at the first couple games. I mean, he was putting the ball in the right places. It just great saves from goalkeepers, hitting the post a couple times, all that. But if you look at his career, every year, second half of the season, he really turns it on. And I just think again, it's a lot of character and mindset for him. That he has that kind of resolve. Even if there's tough games or tough stretches, he's going to come out on top. And yeah, I mean, you look at it, it's 7 goals in the last 4 games that he's got, and obviously a hat trick on Wednesday in the first half of the game against a very good side in Northwestern. So yeah, his confidence, I think, is sky high right now. And I think some of the shifting that we've done around him too, with moving Felipe further forward, with moving Josh further forward, I think there's just some combinations that are happening there now. And he'd be the first one to attribute, some of the success to his teammates. I just think it's a product of a great character in his part, and obviously a tremendous finisher of the ball. But then also I do think that there's been some components around him that have sparked that as well.
During this game today against Bethany Lutheran, last time you played them down there, you won 2-0. It was a pretty defensive game. Not a lot of offensive opportunities. You guys had 7 shots. They had 5 for the game. You guys scored the only 2 goals, 1 in each half. But it was one of those games that was played a lot in the 18, like between the 18s, really. And obviously, they've become kind of you guys' primary rival in terms of winning the UMAC year after year. I mean, they're the team that seems to push you guys the most. You guys have a 5-point lead in the standings, so that's a nice little cushion that you have going in. But this is going to be an intense ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, Matt, it always is, and I like their squad a lot. There's a lot of talent there. I love the chess match between myself and Coach Langholm, and it's always every year. It's kind of like we find ways to get the best of each other, and so that's been a really fun, kind of colleague group there. I think that it's a tough game. It was a tough game the first time around. I do feel like we probably left a couple goals down there. I do think they had a couple chances that we made some really either good saves or last ditch efforts on. So I expect today to be, and I will say the first game it was more high octane than maybe the stats let on. I do think that there was quality chances for both sides, and a lot of just aggressive, gritty play. I expect today to be very much the same. But now it's just the second round of it, and so I think it'll actually amp up that much more. I'm excited to see, Derek always has some fun things in store. He's a meticulous coach and somebody that I think gets the buy-in from his players, and so I fully expect them to bring some special creative play to the game today, and and hopefully I really do think our guys are up to it.
All right. Well, as always, Coach, thanks for your time, and good luck today against the Vikings.
Matt, always a pleasure. Appreciate you.
That was Yellow Jacket head coach Joe Mooney. I'll be right back with more right after this on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network.
And with a record of 10-3-2, your University of Wisconsin Superior Yellow Jackets. At this time, let's meet the starters for today's match. The starting lineups are sponsored by Superior Choice Credit Union. First, for the visiting Vikings.
Actually, could you hold it there a little bit longer?
Number 8, Guillermo Gancho. Number 9, Ben Powell. Number 10, Heis Van Eldik. Number 18, Nick Lumber. Number 22, Jamie Van Wyland. Number 6, Mike Vanderhorst.
Okay.
29, Max Schultz.
We'll keep it simple.
Number 34, Danny Pilot.
No, that's fine. That's no problem.
Number 66, Daniel Almeida. Number 77, Brian Hymas. And number 90, Diogo Cavalcanti. The head coach of Bethany Lutheran is Derek Lingle. The associate head coach is Ryan Polke. The assistant coaches are Suleimana Abu and Douglas Callan. And now, the starting lineup for your Yellow Jackets. A senior from Mequon, Wisconsin, wearing number 1, Alex Paredes. A senior from Somerset, Wisconsin, wearing number 2, Aaron Sharton Folker. A senior from England, wearing number 3, Josh Bellamy. A senior from England, wearing number 5, Harry Embler. A senior from Brazil, wearing number 10, Felipe Oliveira. A senior from Waunakee, Wisconsin, wearing number 12, Zach Demeyer.
Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. The Yellow Jacket starting lineup here today, sponsored by Superior Choice Credit Union. Starting in goal, 6'1" senior from Mequon, Wisconsin, Alex Paredes. He's joined by 5'8" senior from Somerset, Wisconsin, Aaron Sharton Folkert. Also in the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets, 5'11" senior from High Wycombe, England, Josh Bellamy. He's joined in the starting lineup by 6' senior from Reading, England, Harry Ambler. Starting at a midfield slot, 6' senior from Belo Horizonte, Brazil, Felipe Oliveira. Starting also is a 6'4 senior from Waunakee, Wisconsin, Zach Tiemeyer. Also starting at a defender spot, 6'4 senior from Östersund in Sweden, William Mindstrom. Starting at midfield, a 5'7 junior from Exeter, England, and Alfie Hudd. Starting at a forward slot, 5'6 junior from Wendover, England, Freddie Watson. Starting also at a midfield slot, 5'9 junior from Surrey, England, Isaac Beckett. And starting at forward for the Yellow Jackets, running out the Yellow Jackets starting 11, is 5'11 junior from right here in Superior, Jake Kidd. So that's the Yellow Jackets starting lineup. Brought to you by Superior Choice Credit Union. And with that being the case, we'll take one more quick break and then come back with the opening kick of this contest, sponsored by Barker's Island Inn. That's coming up right after this. This is the Yellow Jacket Men's Soccer on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network. Matt Johnson back here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. National anthem has been played. The two teams have been introduced by our public address announcer here at the stadium this afternoon, Ryan Castaneda. And we're moments away from getting this contest underway between the Yellow Jackets and Bethany Lutheran. Series notes between these two. UWS leads the all-time series with Bethany Lutheran at 21 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws. Since their first meeting back on September 11th of 2004, the Yellow Jackets have won the last 3 matchups with the Vikings, including posting a 2-0 shutout victory in the two teams' first matchup way back on September 28th, not that long ago actually, about 3 weeks, at Shields Field in Mankato, Minnesota. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets got goals from Jake Kidd at 10-19 and Josh Bellamy at 61-21, while Alex Paredes made 2 saves in goal for the Yellow Jackets. Nick Lundberg started and took the loss in goal for the Vikings. UWS in their white jerseys with the black and gold trim here, going from left to right from my vantage point here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium in this opening 45 minutes, while the Vikings in their traveling black jerseys with the white and red trim, though, going from right to left. This is game 1 of a doubleheader, by the way. The women will be coming up about 30 minutes after we get done with game number 1 between UWS and Bethany Lutheran. The Yellow Jackets will kick off here. Kick off today, as usual, sponsored by Barker's Island Inn in Superior. And we're waiting the go-ahead from our center referee tonight, Jeremy Euchre. He blows his whistle, and we are officially underway. Yellow Jackets and Bethany Lutheran, thank you for joining us here for game 1 of this doubleheader. Rainy conditions on the field. Temperatures in the mid-50s at the start of the day. Supposed to possibly get up to maybe the mid-60s before the day is out. And the Vikings now playing it near side. Danny Pilot bringing the ball forward, and this one will be tackled out. It'll be a throw here coming up for the Vikings. Pilot will take it. Junior from Streamwood, Illinois. And here's his throw in. Won by UWS's Aaron Sharton-Folkert. Then the clearing ball was intercepted by Jamie Van Weiland. Well, the Vikings will play it wide. Ben Clausen. And now an attempted cross comes in. Paredes off of his line to his left and will pick it up. And immediately we have a Bethany Lutheran player down. Got clipped a little bit as Paredes came to his left to cut down the cross into the 6. And we have a stoppage 57 seconds into this one. And we'll have a drop ball here now from Jeremy Euchre. Drops it for Paredes, and now he'll play it wide. Here's Zach Tiemeyer for the Yellow Jackets. Tiemeyer, senior from Waunakee, Wisconsin. Scored his 3rd goal of the season, the final goal of that 6-0 win over Northwestern for the Yellow Jackets. Now Tiemeyer will line this one up. He'll play a long ball right side. Looking for Jake Kidd. Hit Kidd in the back. Intercepted by Pilot. Now played forward for UWS. It's Aaron Sharton-Folkert. Angling a ball now for Kidd into the corner. And Kidd goes shoulder to shoulder with a defender. Picks it back up, and then he gets shoved by Danny Pilot. And we're going to have, I think, a card already here, or perhaps at least a talking to from Jeremy Euchre as Pilot came over and gave Jake Kidd a shove after he tried to play that ball near side. And we'll have the restart here. Foul was called on Kidd, by the way. And a ball now up the middle. Almeida will flick it outside with the head. And a sliding tackle on the far side of the field by Harry Ambler. Will result in a throw here now for Bethany Lutheran. Throw comes in. And that head ball now will go all the way over the end line to my left. It'll be another goal kick here, or first goal kick, I should say, of the game for Alex Paredes. 6'1" senior from Mequon, Wisconsin for the Yellow Jackets. Paredes' numbers on the season, by the way. Making his 14th appearance, 9 goals against. Goals against the average of .77, 37 saves, a save percentage of .804, and a record of 8-3-2. As Josh Bellamy now taking the ball wide. Deep into Bethany Lutheran territory. Comes into the 6. Cleared back up the middle. Now Isaac Beckett. Leaving it back for Alfie Hudd. That one got picked off. Now Hudd will take it and play it all the way back toward midfield. Zach Tiemeyer now back for Paredes. Paredes back for Tiemeyer. Angling a ball now on the near side. Here's Jake Kidd on the run. Kidd for the Yellow Jackets, taking it wide. And now Pilot will come in, dispossess him, and play it off of Jake Kidd. It'll be a throw coming up here for the Vikings. Nick Lundberg getting the start for the Vikings. 14th appearance of the season, 18 goals against, a goal against average of 1.40, 32 saves, a save percentage of 64%, and a record of 6-5-2 thus far here in 2024. In the meantime, the Yellow Jackets with the throw now near sideline. It'll be taken by Zach Tiemeyer. Tiemeyer lining this one up. Jackets flooding the 18-yard box now in Bethany Lutheran territory as the throw high arcing into the 6. Headed up the middle. Now here's Alfie Hudd. Hudd getting a shot away, and that one will go wide of the near post. First look of the game from UWS's Alfie Hudd, and we'll have a goal kick now coming up for Lundberg. Jackets with a high press here to start. Angling a ball now near side. Ben Clausen playing it in the middle. Yellow Jackets dispossessing Diogo Cavalcanti. But now the Vikings taking it back, pushing it into the far side of the field, and Beckett will slide it out of play. Throw coming up now on that far side. And for Danny Almeida. Sending it in toward the 18. Cleared away with the left foot by Harry Ambler. It'll be another throw here coming up, far side of the field. As the throw comes in, Almeida against a double team. Lost possession. Now here is Josh Bellamy. Bellamy for the Yellow Jackets. Alfie Hudd, UWS looking to counter. Aaron Sharton-Folkert now comes across the midway line. Now passes it out. Here's Jake Kidd coming in at an angle. Kidd crossing it out in front. That one will be knocked down, and the Vikings now will clear it up the near side, and it'll be a throw here coming up for UWS. Sharton-Folkert taking it quickly. Now it's Zach Tiemeyer. Harry Ambler for Josh Bellamy. And we'll have a foul called against Jamie Van Wylen, who got in the back of Bellamy. And it'll be a free kick about 40, maybe 50 yards away from Nick Lundberg's goal to my right. UWS taking it quickly. And now there's going to be a foul called on Bellamy as he piled into Ben Clausen, the senior from Kristiansand in Norway. So a free kick coming up. Van Wylen, the 6'2 sophomore from Hoorn in the Netherlands, will take this one. And he'll play it short now for Danny Pilot. Pilot angling a ball near side, out of play. It'll be a throw now for the Yellow Jackets. Aaron Sharton-Folkert will take it. And now he'll distribute far side. It's Will Mindstrom for UWS on the left foot. Mindstrom playing it short now. Felipe Oliveira. Oliveira, Mindstrom. Overshot the pass back for Oliveira. Intercepted at midfield by Van Wylen. Now the Jackets taking it back. Bellamy again. Looking for Isaac Beckett. Intercepted. Almeida coming back now for Bethany Lutheran. And tackled out. It'll be a throw here coming up. Up on that far side. Throw for the Vikings. Flick toward the Yellow Jacket 18-yard area. And off into the corner. Trying to cross it in. Yellow Jackets, William Mindstrom, then Isaac Beckett taking over. Clearing it now forward. Here's Freddie Watson. Watson with some space. Trying to angle the ball for Oliveira. That one played back. On the far side's Brian Hymas. And he gets dispossessed. It'll be a throw now coming up. Cautious start thus far. 8 minutes in. No score. Only one shot so far. It was taken by the Yellow Jackets' Alfie Hudd as the ball now comes into the UWS 18-yard area. Picked up by Paredes. He'll hold on to it. Top of the 18. And he'll wait for his teammates to get forward. In fact, he'll actually roll it far side. Here's Will Mindstrom. Josh Bellamy. Squaring it now for UWS's Zach Tiemeyer. Tiemeyer. Long lofting ball across midfield. Headed down there by Jake Kidd. Kidd following up on a second ball. Now takes a deflection. Here's a shot taken by Kidd right on goal. Lundberg makes the save, and he'll hold on to it here. Good persistence there by Jake Kidd, UWS's leading scorer with 10 goals on the season. The Yellow Jackets, 65 goals scored on the year with 10 against. Bethany Lutheran with 38 goals for and 18 against thus far here in 2024. Now, Cavalcanti trying to play it to the far side. That one will get broken up. Throw coming up here for the Yellow Jackets. Now it's Freddie Watson. Cavalcanti gets dispossessed there by Watson. The Jackets now in their own end will play it all the way back for Alex Paredes. Paredes for the Yellow Jackets. Zach Tiemeyer. Now Mindstrom. Open at the midfield stripe is Isaac Beckett. Now he'll flick a ball over the top looking for Josh Bellamy. And Bellamy, well defended there by Pilot. Tried to come in through the top of the 18. Lundberg off of his line to scoop it up. And now he'll roll it near side for Jamie Van Wylen. Van Wylen's ball now near side. Clausen And this one will come into Yellow Jacket territory. It looks like it'll remain in play, and Keymeyer will take the easy route and go all the way back for Paredes, and the Jackets will reset here. Now it's Watson on the far side. Right now the Vikings showing 4 on top. As Alfie Hudd now. Back for Mindstrom. William Mindstrom for the Yellow Jackets. Alfie Hudd. Hudd now playing it over the top. Ball was headed away there. Now into space, 2-on-1 for the Vikings. Almeida with a shot, and that one will ride high. Clausen wanted the ball across the face of goal. And now Almeida slow in getting up. And we'll have a stoppage here. 34-21 remaining in the half. I wonder if Almeida made contact there with UWS's William Mindstrom, who tried to come over and cut down the angle on the shot attempt. In any case, training staff led by Ben Casper out to take a look at Almeida. Almeida, the leading scorer for the Vikings. He would be a major loss if he got banged up too much here. 11 goals for him on the campaign. Nobody else for the Vikings has more than 4 goals on the season, as Almeida up and walking around a little bit now on the far side. And now he'll walk off under his own power, but a little bit distraught as he comes out. Now Derek Lingholm's going to come over, Bethany Lutheran's head coach, and check on his sophomore. Sophomore forward from Lisbon, Portugal, Danny Almeida. Now he's walking off. And looks like he'll be all right, but that's a player that the Vikings really can't afford to lose in a game like this against the Yellow Jackets, especially chasing them in the standings. As the Yellow Jackets restart. Almeida jogging gingerly now back toward midfield. Right now the Jackets with an 11-on-10 advantage. Ball by Harry Ambler. Flicked outside now by Beckett. Nobody in white was making the run. And looks like, yeah, he's going to come back into the game. Almeida back into the contest. Meanwhile, the ball in the 18 scooped up by Lundberg. He'll hold on to it here. Almeida's back into the game. We're on 11-on-11 again, and now Lundberg will give it a ride near side. Didn't hit it the way he wanted to, I don't think. It skipped in to the path of Aaron Sharton-Fulkert. Then he got dispossessed. Here's Clausen. Ambler. Will Mindstrom on the left foot. Mindstrom now playing a ball over the top. Sharton-Fulkert trying to measure it. Couldn't get there in time, and it'll skip out. We'll have a throw here coming up. Danny Pilot will take it. And here's Pilot's throw. Flicked by Almeida. And Mindstrom now will go all the way back for Alex Paredes. Paredes for the Yellow Jackets with the left-footed ball forward. Sharton-Fulkert. Touch let him down a little bit there. Now taken by Van Weilen. Trying to release Hymas far side of the field. Watson tracking back, and now he'll play it for Paredes. Cautious beginning, as I mentioned, both ways. Now Watson. Mindstrom for the Yellow Jackets. Harry Ambler, angling ball near side. Sharton-Fulkert had a look at it momentarily. Vikings dispossessing. Now ball to the outside. Here's Clausen for Almeida. Lifting it into space now near side. This is Max Schock. And this one will be tackled out now. We'll have a corner kick as Isaac Beckett coming over to knock that ball away from the on-rushing Danny Almeida at the edge of the 18. First corner kick of the game goes to Bethany Lutheran. Near side flag to my left. It'll be taken here by Diogo Cavalcanti. And Cavalcanti bending a ball in. And it skims the head of Van Weilen. Far side will have a goal kick now coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Approaching the quarter-hour mark, elapsed here, first half. No score as of yet. Again, game 1 of 2. The women's game coming up at 3:30, so stick around for that. In the meantime, now Paredes plays it short. Here is Zach Tiemeyer. And Tiemeyer goes back into the 18 here for Paredes. Vikings right now pressing with just the one forward, that being Daniel Almeida. Tiemeyer lifting a ball near side, headed up in the air now by Pilot. Will come out of play near side. Throw for the Yellow Jackets. Aaron Sharton-Fulkert will line it up. Headed down in the middle now. Cavalcanti now for Hymas in the middle. Now ball into space, and Paredes reading it. Comes off of his line, top of his 18. Slides and smothers it in front of the on-rushing Almeida. Now he'll roll it far side. Here's Will Mindstrom. Alfie Hudd. Now an angling ball from Mindstrom. And that will deflect out. Vikings keep it in. They'll send it all the way deep in the Yellow Jacket territory. And Paredes for the Yellow Jackets. He'll take his time here. Reminder, our halftime programming today is sponsored by Hovland Incorporated, coming up in about a half hour. As Tiemeyer giving it a ride. Flicked in the air now off the head of UWS's Felipe Oliveira near the Bethany Lutheran 18. Now here's the ball through. And this one now will result in an offside call against the Yellow Jackets. Jake Kidd, first offside call against either side. Lundberg will take this one. Lundberg's ball forward, headed down. Coming down was Pilot. His ball through the middle intercepted. Now Sharton-Fulkert to the far side. That one just into space. Nobody in a white jersey over there. Picked off by the Vikings. And now deflect out off of Isaac Beckett. Throw coming up here now for the Vikings, far side of the field. And Almeida now will head it out. It'll be a throw now for UWS. Looks like Freddie Watson will be the one to take it here. He'll toss it in now for Mindstrom. Ambler for the Yellow Jackets. Tiemeyer. Bellamy. And now Bellamy. Sending the ball near side. That'll skip out. We'll have a throw coming up here. Throw from Pilot. Headed down. Now tackled back out. Jackets going quickly again. Another throw. Takes a deflection. Now Kidd. And ranging over now to clear it away from Jake Kidd coming in the 18 was Heis van Eldik, the 6'4 junior from Venray in the Netherlands. And it'll be a throw here for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like Tiemeyer will be the one to take it for UWS. Senior from Waunakee. And here's Tiemeyer's throw. Ball up in the air. And we're going to have a foul called, I think, on UWS's Bellamy. It'll be a free kick now for Bethany Lutheran in the middle of their own 18. And they'll start it by playing it short. Lundberg for Pilot. Now they send it long. Paredes misjudged that one just a bit. Now Almeida turns to get the shot away. And it'll be cleared out by Harry Ambler. Very aggressive off of his line on that sequence was Alex Paredes. Corner kick number 2. Cavalcanti will take it. Freshman from Portugal. Outswinger on the right foot. There's a ball across the front of goal now, headed away by Beckett, and then lined up and shot well high and wide by Jamie Van Wyland. Reyes now triggered. Here is Zach Tiemeyer. Long ball near side now for Jake Kidd. Popped up in the air. Defensive play there by Schock. Now Clausen goes down. We play on. And now Freddie Watson goes down. And we're going to have a foul called here on Cavalcanti. So it'll be a free kick for the Yellow Jackets into Bethany Lutheran territory. Near sideline. It'll be probably about 40, 50 yards away from Lundberg's goal. To my right, Tiemeyer standing over it. Approaching 20 minutes elapsed here. The pace has been slow here thus far. Two teams feeling each other out just a little bit as Felipe Oliveira now. Vikings sinking 9 defenders to the top of their 18. Yellow Jackets. Oliveira playing a ball into the 18. Flicked up in the air there by Tiemeyer. Now a ball near side, cleared away by the Vikings, taken back by Oliveira. Oliveira lining it up into the 18. That'll be grabbed by Lundberg, and he'll hold on to it here. And now he'll roll it near side for Schock. Danny Pilot back for Schock. Well, Van Wyland playing over the top. Harry Ambler touching it around Almeida. Volleys it back across midfield. Now Freddie Watson, who's come to the near side. Tiemeyer having a look. Now he'll switch the point far side. Here's William Meinstrom on the left foot. Meinstrom's ball for Kidd. Jay Kidd went down. Now he'll draw a foul. This one will be called on Guilherme Gancho, the freshman from Lisbon in Portugal. And a free kick now coming up for UWS. Bellamy with the quick restart. Sharton Folkert on the overlap now. Bellamy, and that one will be tackled out. We'll have a throw now for the Yellow Jackets. Sharton Folkert wants to go quickly. In for Bellamy. Now popped up in the air by Hymas. Van Wyland skying for it. Alfie Hudd, though, picking up the second ball. Now Sharton Folkert. He goes down far side. We play on. Now Bellamy crossing it in. Tiemeyer gets up, and he scores! And he heads it over the top of Lundberg. Tiemeyer's goal, it's his 4th of the season. The assist to Aaron Sharton Folkert and Josh Bellamy. And UWS breaks out on top with 23:09 remaining in the half. Tiemeyer using all of that 6'4" frame as the ball came into the 6. He just went over the top of a couple of defenders and headed it into the right side of the netting around Lundberg. And the Yellow Jackets up by the score of 1-0 on the 4th goal of the season for Zach Tiemeyer. Well played there by UWS. And that was a heck of a effort there by Tiemeyer as well. He got way up in the air for that one and headed it home. And the Yellow Jackets, like I said, now lead it 1-0. Goal number 66 on the season for UWS. And now off the kick, Sharton Folkert playing it into space, far side of the field. Felipe Oliveira on an angle now. And the Vikings will play the safe route and play it away, and we'll have a throw coming up in Yellow Jacket in Bethany Lutheran territory as the throw comes in. Substitution, by the way, now for the Vikings is Raheem Graham, 5'7" senior from Hanover, Jamaica, is checked in for the first time. Throw coming up here for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be taken by Tiemeyer. And here's Tiemeyer's throw. Into the 18 now. The two 10s coming together, Van Eldick and Felipe Oliveira. Van Eldick shielding away the Yellow Jacket midfielder, and Lundberg off of his line to scoop that ball up. Rolled it near side, then the Vikings tried to switch the field and played it out for a Yellow Jacket throw. And they take it quickly. Jake Kidd, far corner now in Bethany Lutheran territory. Back now for Sharton Folkert. Aaron Sharton Folkert now spinning on the right foot. Playing it for Alfie Hudd. Hudd will switch it all the way now for Freddie Watson. Watson for the Yellow Jackets. Tiemeyer now. And he'll send it all the way over now for Will Mindstrom. Mindstrom for the Yellow Jackets coming forward. Back outside now, Sharton Folkert. Bethany Lutheran now has 10 players behind the ball as the Jackets trying to cross it in. Where Sharton Folkert takes a deflection out. Stayed in off of Hymas. And now finally he'll go out and play far side of the field. Throw coming up. Taken quickly by Alfie Hudd. Tiemeyer now sending it wide. Freddie Watson. Raheem Graham able to dispossess him. Now those two hand fighting as Graham comes across the midfield stripe. And now Ambler will go all the way back into the 18. Get you the time on that goal in just a moment here. In the meantime, the Yellow Jackets far side of the field. And I think we're going to have a whistle and a foul called here. Bellamy standing over this one. 19 minutes, 34 seconds remaining until halftime. Sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. We'll have our first half summary. Look at the first half stats as well. All that coming up. At halftime now is off the free kick. Mindstrom playing it into the 18. Skipped in on him a little bit. Cleared away by the Vikings. Now picked up by Hudd. Alfie Hudd. Into the 18 now for Beckett. Beckett turns, gets a shot away. Rebound is there, and it was nearly poked in there on the weak side. And it was Tiemeyer making a bid for his second as the shot came from the outside by Beckett. The save was made by Lundberg. And the rebound was laying there, and Tiemeyer nearly put it home before it was cleared out by the Vikings for a Yellow Jacket corner kick. First corner of the game, and it'll be taken by Watson, near side flag. And here's Watson's left-footed corner kick. Bending through, now it's batted down. Back up the middle. Bellamy turning, trying to get a shot away, and that one will ride high and wide. Time on that goal, by the way, 21:51. And now a goal kick coming. Lundberg. Give it a ride toward midfield. Beckett winning it down. Now turning. Jake Kidd for the Yellow Jackets, trying to come in the middle. Cleared away from him. Sharton Folkert now gets dispossessed. Now Beckett will turn. In the middle. Now it's Raheem Graham. Graham for the Vikings. Taking it wide on the right foot. On the pass to the outside. Intercepted by Harry Ambler. Sending the ball far side. Now here's Jake Kidd. Kidd getting around the defender, now coming toward the 18. And now he gets the ball taken away from behind. Jeremy Euchre says, we play on. Bellamy. Picking up about 50 yards away from the Bethany Lutheran goal. He'll square it to the outside. Here's Freddie Watson. And Watson goes back now for Tiemeyer. Ambler continuing to play on, far side of the field now. Now Beckett has it taken off of his foot. Ball going wide now, and Lindstrom will go all the way back. Jackets have had the majority of the possession for at least the last 15 minutes or so. As T-Meyer, the goal scorer, now sending the ball long. Pilot popping it in the air. Olivera tried to bring it down. Now clear back up the middle. Hud. Now T-Meyer to the outside. Here's Freddie Watson. Watson, edge of the 18.